Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at a celebrity who keeps wearing some great colors and some not so great colors, but the key is how she is doing it to make it look good. Now, I know a typical color analysis is going to say, all right, here are your best shades, but here at Color Class, we also teach how to wear the wrong shades because it's an important part. It's not like every single day you can wear the perfect color and it works into your wardrobe effortlessly. No, that's not real world. So here at Color Class, we teach how to wear the wrong shades. And I think Scarlett Johansson is the perfect example of and giving us ideas on how she makes those changes. So here we have her in this like gorgeous red dress, jewelry, diamonds, you pulled back hair. I'm going to say that a lot this video, but she's doing a lot of tips that we recommend when wearing the wrong shade. Now, I do want to talk about the high contrast it's giving right now. So with her hair pulled back, you can see her roots, and especially with this lighting, it looks so dark, which is perfect because it's giving more contrast as she wears this high contrast red dress. So that's great because now, if it was like her typical ashy blonde hair, this dress would be so intense and arrive in the room before she does. But with this hair that she has pulled back, sleeked back, and its richness, the depth that it's giving color here, high contrast color with the red dress, and it's also giving high contrast color right here. So it's balancing each other out, making you focus on her. Now for the accessories, this is a key. We always say break it up. If you are wearing a wrong shade, break it up with some good chunky jewelry. She did that here with the diamonds. It looks fantastic because again, she's breaking up that dress color with the diamonds, and then she has the high contrast hair, high contrast brows. You can see her brows look a little bit more deep and rich. And then her makeup. I do want to say she could have gone for a bolder lip to bring that contrast to her lip. This looks a little bit soft, a little bit warm, while her dress is a very cool red. Her hair is looking very cool. I think we could have gone cooler and richer with her lip color. Now her blush color is looking all right, more of a natural. I do see in some of the images that it went a little warm, but it's not enough to throw her out. It's really that lip color that I think is not bringing the attention to her. So, but the hair, nailed it. If you need to wear a bright color for red, for example, break it up with some jewelry, really try to give more contrast in it as well. Pull back your hair. We want deep, we want rich, we want sleek because that gives more dimension. Also the eye makeup, a lot more intense eyes. What is that doing? It's giving more contrast around the eyes. So all of these little things bring this look together to make it work. Next up, I want to show you this like softer, more light ethereal look. It's more of a summer shade on her. Now she has the perfect lip. I want to take this lip color and bring it back up to the top for that red dress because here it's standing out a little bit more than I would like. If we could just switch these two lip colors, it would be so much better. But this shade really looks incredible on her. Now, I know there's different lighting happening right now. One's warm, one's cooler. And the cooler one does look a little bit better just because, she is a bit cooler. Her hair is ashier blonde. Her gown is an ashier shade of blue, making it cooler. She looks like a beautiful summer here, except for the red lip. So I would have gone a little bit softer. Her eye makeup's stunning. Hair color, gorgeous as well. She pulled back and she gave herself some jewelry right here to help frame her face. That's another key factor if you are going to go out of your season, helping to frame your face so people are looking at your face. Now the flowiness of the fabric really brings in that ethereal, summery, flowy kind of vibe to this, which is important. We always talk about texture is important and key in that because that delicate, almost like chiffon is bringing a softness to it. Now, if her hair is as cool as it looks in some of these images, she could have left it out, but I'm not totally sure because with the warmer colors, it's looking a little bit yellow. So you do have to be careful. If you are blonde and you don't want your hair leaning yellow, then do not go cool. If you're a blonde and your hair tends to lean warmer, stay warm or it's going to shift yellow. So do be careful of that. But other than that red lip, This look is fantastic for her. It fit perfectly into her palette. I would have just gone a little bit softer with that lip and left everything else the same. I know when I do these types of celebrity videos, in the comments I always hear, what is her season? Now, what I want to go through is right now what we see. Now, the first off, skin is fair and it's leaning cool. So we know that the skin tone is leaning cool. I see in the roots she has some ashier blonde-ish hair, so I see some softness in there as well. The contrast level is looking like a medium contrast to me because she is wearing makeup that is like deepening her brows, it's deepening her eye makeup, so she's giving more of a medium contrast tone instead of a light. Now, naturally, I don't know what it would be. I'm strictly focused on these individual looks. Now, I know she has like green hazel eyes, so that's going to fall a little bit on the warmer side, and I have seen her like when she does her spray tan, the golden blonde hair, the warm eyes, she looks fantastic, but that is not this moment right now. So back to what she is not, because I always feel like ruling things out is the best way to get to your final result. What she is not is an autumn, because she's not soft and she's not muted enough to be an autumn. And she's not a winter because she doesn't have enough kicked up clarity to be a winter. So what does that leave us with? Spring and summer. What we can say is with the spring, those colors would be a little too vibrant for her, and we see that ashier tone in her hair at the moment. There's a lot of coolness coming through. In this moment, I keep wanting to say it over and over again, in this moment. So that does leave us with the summer palette, which means she looks great in like the pastel-y shades that has some softness to it, the raspberry, the seafoam. Seafoam would be perfect for her because I do see a little bit of shift from warm to cool in some of these lighting. So that's why I just want to make sure you see where we're coming from, that it's not 100% because she changes her look so much, and these have to be individualized. Every single time a hair color is changed, a skin tone is changed, eye makeup is done. And that's why you do color analysis without makeup, because makeup does make a difference. You know, when we do a color portfolio, we're always like, do you wear makeup? Do you wear a lot of makeup? How much makeup do you wear? In the summertime, do you faux tan? Because all those things make a difference in a color analysis. So always keep that in the back of your mind if you're getting a color analysis done. So let me know if these real world celebrity examples help you in your color analysis journey. I know it's not typical to talk about, oh, how do you wear colors outside your palette? That's not normal to a color analysis. Normally we're like, these are your colors and stick to them. But I do think it's an important part of understanding and grasping color analysis, like when you are getting ready in the morning, how to pull looks together. Even if you're a stylist, how does the makeup affect the dress that affects the skin tone? All those different aspects come in with color analysis. So that's what we are trying to teach here. If this style of video does resonate with you, please let us know down in the comments to make sure we keep doing them for you. So thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, check in the links down below. You can also head on over to Patreon, where I'd love to chat with you. Lastly, I'm Sarah, and this has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.